Today's video, we're going to be talking about how much money can an ACA, Medicare, or health insurance agent make if you're considering a career selling health insurance or Medicare. Then this video is for you because we're going to go into a deep dive and break down what you can expect on a compensation basis so you can better decide for yourself if the money that you can earn from either of these products is worth your while. My name is David Duford. I own Duford Insurance Group. We train insurance agents nationally to sell predominantly final expense, then eventually cross-sell Medicare and ACA. If you'd like to learn more about that, go to davidduford.com. So to get right in and discuss how much money you can make selling health insurance, whether it's Medicare or ACA, we're going to give you some pros and cons to both of these products and what I would call kind of like absolute best case scenarios for somebody who really crushes it, does very well with everything that's required to give you an idea of what kind of money can be made. But before we get into that, let's break down what the compensation model is for both products. And then we'll show you kind of a scaled up top 1% best case scenario about what one could make mastering or focusing on either one of these products. So with Medicare, you're approximately making around $25 a month in residual lifetime income when you sell a Medicare Advantage product. That could vary if you sell a replacement of an existing Medicare Advantage policy with a new one. You'll get fronted some of that money up front depending on when the plan goes into effect during the year. And then it also could be even more if it's the first time that that client has had a Medicare Advantage plan. For example, if they're starting Medicare at age 65. The upfront money for that at the current filming of this is $601, and then you would get $25 per month for life as long as you keep the policy after the first year clears. Of course, some states pay a little bit more, like California, I believe Connecticut as well as a few others. So you could see a little bit higher rates on those commissions I just gave if you happen to be in one of those states as well. Now for ACA, it's very similar. The way that compensation is designed is based on a per person, per policy monthly payout, and that's going to vary wildly depending on where you're at, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason. There are states like in Florida where maybe you get paid in the mid-20s per month per person, up to 5 people, but then if you go to California, the last numbers I saw were like $10 or below. So why is that the difference? Because California has a higher household income rate. I don't know, you'd expect it to be higher like it was for Medicare, but you're going to have to check your states and what the compensation payout is. It's going to vary, but generally speaking, for the better states for health insurance, under 65 health insurance, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, it's in the $20, mid-$20 range for the most competitive states with a lot of the prospects at the higher end of the commission levels. So what are some best case examples of agents and as far as what they can make in totality of their commissions? So for Medicare, I have routinely seen agents who are very, very good at the business write 400 to 500 policies per year. Now, if you extrapolate that out over the course of 5 years and also account for chargebacks, people who die, people who switch plans, I think it's very conceivable to see someone in the 2,000 application range for Medicare Advantage. And if you just do the math, $25 a month multiplied by 2,000, that's $50,000 in net income every single month. And I think that's something that's very achievable, but the thing is, of course, we're talking top 1%ers here. So the top 1%ers are the ones who are hustling. They're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week for a year and years on end. They're not just going hot one year and then getting cool the next. So understand that to me as a writing agent is the top level goal. I would say somewhere in the $500,000 a year range or more for Medicare. Now for ACA, it's very similar too as well. It's just going to depend upon your scalability, but I think an income range in that range with the better states that pay better is definitely something that is achievable well. So somewhere in the 1% range or the $500,000 plus in income to me is a top level goal. Are you going to get that in your first year? Probably not. It's going to take several years of building up your book of business in order to achieve that. So what are some drawbacks to both of these to start with as far as making money? The biggest drawback with both of these products, in my opinion, is that they don't pay a good first-year commission. This means that probably 95% of you out there watching this aren't going to be a good fit to start with this particular product simply because you probably need to have your bills paid from last month. And if you get involved with one of these products, the problem that you're going to end up seeing, and what I saw when I heavily recruited as ACA or Medicare agents only, is that agents who even are good at selling simply don't have the time necessary to float their bills, Cash flow is king, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes into the insurance business. If you're not cash flowing, then you have a problem, even if you're selling a great product. So this is why at DeFord Insurance Group, just to give you my personal story, we've shifted agents away from starting their career in either Medicare or ACA or health insurance simply because it usually is, as a new agent, a waste of time because you probably need to get paid. Instead, what we like to do is start agents in the final expense space, whether it's over the phone sales or in-person sales, and as they develop a bankroll and sell and develop some savings, then it's a smart idea to put some of their time, not all of it necessarily, but some of their time into one of these residual-based products like Medicare or ACA and gradually increase your activity in one of those two directions. Because what I can tell you for sure, as somebody who's been in this business for 10 plus years now, residual income is key, and to be able to develop some kind of stream of income that pays you whether or not you necessarily work the following day is a very, very good idea. So that's the kind of money one can make in the Medicare or ACA space. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you'd like to learn more about joining my agency to sell final expense, ACA or Medicare, then head over to davidduford.com. Make sure to click the FAQ button at the top to learn more about what we're looking for in agents to join our agency. Thanks for watching.